and welcome to Kids Corner. It's Shirley here with Sir Winston, and today we're going to make a toilet paper roll lion. And what you're going to need to do that is a toilet paper roll, some paint or crayons, colored markers, a black marker, black crayon, pencil, small scissors, some scrap paper, glue, and a bit of macaroni. We had some of ours left over from when we made the toilet paper roll lamb. So what you first do is pick a toilet paper roll, check to see if you've got any pieces of paper left on it. Now, in terms of coloring, I'm going to suggest to pick a color the same shade as possible as your macaroni. In this case, I had some leftover paint from painting my window, and I have already painted a roll a light yellow. And now what I'm going to do is we're going to give our lion some legs. So what I'm going to do is to draw like an upside down U on my toilet paper roll, and it's easier if you pick a spot where it really doesn't have a seam going through for the cutting. So I've done it here, and now I'm going to cut it out with my pair of small scissors. This can be kind of tricky to do because they really don't like going around the curve, so you may need help from an adult. So there we go. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the mane around the lion. So you can have a look at the one here, is that you kind of make a design with the macaroni and you leave enough space here to make sure that you can get some at the top. So I took my pencil and I did a sort of a light line around it. It may be hard to see where I want the mane to go. And now I'm going to take my glue. This can be a little messy, so you may want to have some damp cloth. So you want to put your glue around the area that the mane's going to go. And I've got it here, and I'm just going to spread it around a little bit with my finger because you want to catch as much of the macaroni as you can. And I went and got a face cloth because this is sticky. So now you're going to put your macaroni around, and you may need to add some extra glue. There, I finished going around the mane, and you can see what I did is from the center I made the macaroni go sort of one way here, the different way around here, and meet in the middle. And I'm going to lay this down to let it dry, and we'll work on putting together the eyes and the ears of our lion. So with your scrap piece of paper, you'll want to cut out a little rectangle, fold it over, and make ears that are that shape. And when you cut them out, you'll have two of them. Now I did that earlier and used the paint that I had to do the base color on it. And then what you're going to do is take a brown crayon or colored marker and do the inside of the front of the ears. And it's like an upside down U. We'll see if you can see that shape of it. And we're going to set that aside to give a little bit more time for our lion to dry. We're going to work on the eyes of the lion. And the eyes of the lion are going to be that shape. So take your pen or pencil and do that shape on top of a folded out piece and cut them out. Now, I finished doing the eyes, and I'll describe how I do it after I glue them onto the face of our lion, because it's very hard to me to hold up and show you what it looks like because they're so very small. So what I'm going to do is put some glue on the eye, and actually I'm going to rub both eyes in the same glue, and then I'm going to stick it on a bit of an angle to the face of our lion. So there you can see the eyes. So what I did was I outlined around the edge in black, and then I drew like a diamond in the center, leaving a little bit of white around, and then took a yellow crayon and colored around the outside edges of the diamond. So now that we have our eyes on, we're going to put on his nose and mouth, and if we have some space, some whiskers. So what you're going to do, center down below the eyes, is we're going to go across like the top of a triangle, and we're making like a rounded triangle. If you have a cat at home, that may actually give you an idea about what the nose of a lion looks like, because in many ways it's just a great big cat. And at the bottom of the point of our nose, we're going to come down in a straight line a little, and we're going to go out a little bit from each side to make like the mouth. And lions, like cats, have some whiskers, so we're going to do 3 lines coming out. And there you can see the face of what our lion looks like. Now our lion is going to need some of her ears. And when we made our ears, I don't know if I told you, make sure that you color both sides, because the ears are going to stick up and out, and you'll see the backs of them. So what we're going to do is take some glue, and we're going to put the glue on the lower back edge of the ear. I'm going to look at our lion, and we're going to stick it around the top where we can from the mane. Make our ears look even, and there we are. Now you may have wondered why Sir Winston has been sitting there with such a colorful bit of yarn. And Sir Winston had made the suggestion that we could take this yarn and we could cut off a piece, and you'll notice it has like a little ball for a tail on the end. And that, if you want to be really fancy, would give the lion his tail. And so we're going to take our glue, and we're going to draw a line up and maybe a little curve at the top. To put our tail on. And there's our tail. So here we have our finished lion. Now, a lion with a mane is really a male lion. The female lion, the lioness, comes without a mane. And so you can do this without a mane to make a pair of a male and a female, just like Noah took on his boat. Well, now we've finished our lion. Would you like to join me in a little prayer? If you could close your eyes and bow your head and repeat after me. Loving God, thank you for being here with us. Help us to be brave like a lion. Help us to help other people and take care of your world. Amen. And we'll see you next time at Kids Corner.